My beloved child, this has been your final exam, and you think you're failing, but I've been grading differently than you think. While you see mistakes, I see growth. While you see delay, I see preparation. Your test is almost over and you're about to graduate. I know you're here because you've been waiting for something to change in your life for what feels like forever. Maybe it's that job opportunity that keeps getting delayed, that relationship that seems to be going nowhere, that financial breakthrough that feels like it's never coming, or that healing you've been praying for that hasn't manifested yet. You've tried everything you know how to try. You've prayed every prayer you know how to pray. You've fasted, you've believed, you've confessed, you've declared, you've stood in faith until your legs hurt from standing. And still, the breakthrough seems as distant as ever. In fact, lately it feels like things have gotten worse instead of better. More obstacles have appeared. More delays have come. More disappointments have piled up. And you've started to wonder if maybe you heard me wrong, if maybe this isn't my will for your life, if maybe you're just not meant to have the breakthrough you've been believing for. But I want you to understand something today that will change everything. What you think is your failure is actually your final exam, and you're about to graduate with honors. This week, not next month, not next year, but this week, your breakthrough is coming. And when it arrives, you're going to understand why everything had to happen exactly the way it happened, why every delay was necessary, why every test was required, and why this week is the perfect time for everything to change. My dear child, let me explain to you how my testing system works, because it's completely different from what you experienced in school. And understanding this will help you see your current situation in an entirely new light. In earthly school systems, tests are designed to see if you've memorized information. You study, you take the test, you either pass or fail based on how much you remember. The test comes after the teaching is finished. But in my kingdom, tests work the opposite way. The test is the teaching. I don't test you to see if you've learned something. I test you to help you learn something. The trial is not the punishment for failing to understand my ways. The trial is the classroom where you learn my ways. For the past several months, maybe even years, you've been enrolled in my advanced course called Breakthrough Preparation 101. And like any good teacher, I've had to make sure you're fully prepared for what I'm about to give you. You see, the breakthrough you've been asking for isn't just a change in your circumstances. It's not just getting a new job, finding a spouse, receiving money, or getting healed. The breakthrough you've been asking for is a complete elevation of your life to a level where you can handle blessings you've never had, authority you've never carried, and influence you've never possessed. And that kind of elevation requires preparation. It requires character development. It requires trust building. It requires faith strengthening. It requires wisdom acquisition. It requires patience development. So I enrolled you in my intensive training program. And yes, it's been intensive. Yes, it's been challenging. Yes, there have been moments when you wondered if you were going to make it through. But every challenge has been building something in you that you're going to need for where I'm taking you. Every delay has been developing patience you'll need for your new level. Because when your breakthrough comes, it's going to come with new responsibilities, new challenges, new people depending on you. And if you don't have patience, you'll make decisions too quickly, react too emotionally, and sabotage the very blessing I'm giving you. Every disappointment has been teaching you to depend on me instead of circumstances. Because when your breakthrough comes, it's going to require you to make decisions based on my guidance, not just on what looks good on paper. If you only know how to trust when everything is going your way, you'll crumble the first time your new level presents new challenges. Every test of your faith has been strengthening your ability to believe when you can't see. Because your breakthrough is going to require you to continue believing for even bigger things, to trust me for even greater miracles, to walk by faith in dimensions you've never experienced before. This has been your final exam. And the reason it's been so difficult, the reason it's lasted so long, the reason it's tested every area of your life, is because I'm about to graduate you to a level that requires everything you've learned in this season. You haven't been failing the test, you've been passing it brilliantly. Now I want to tell you why this week is different from all the other weeks you've been waiting, why this week is your breakthrough week, and how I've been arranging circumstances to make this the perfect time for everything to change. First, you've finally reached graduation requirements. There are certain things I needed to see developed in your character before I could trust you with your breakthrough. I needed to see that you would still praise me when you didn't understand my timing. I needed to see that you would still trust me when circumstances said I wasn't working. I needed to see that you would still love people when they disappointed you. I needed to see that you would still have faith when your feelings said to give up. Over these past months, you've demonstrated all of these qualities. Even when you felt weak, you kept believing. Even when you felt confused, you kept trusting. Even when you felt tired, you kept praising. Even when you felt alone, you kept loving. You passed the test. You're ready for graduation. Second, the timing in the spiritual realm is now perfect. There have been battles being fought in heavenly places over your breakthrough. Demonic forces have been working overtime to prevent what I want to do in your life. But this week, the final victory has been won in the spiritual realm, and now the manifestation can break through into the physical realm. Think of it like this: your breakthrough has been stuck in spiritual customs, waiting for clearance to enter your physical reality. All the paperwork has been processed, all the battles have been won, all the obstacles have been removed. This week, your breakthrough is getting its passport stamped and crossing over into your visible world. But now, after everything you've been through, you understand the value of what I'm about to give you. You know how precious breakthrough is because you know how hard the waiting has been. You know how to appreciate blessings because you know what it's like to do without them. You know how to manage resources because you've learned to make much out of little. You're not just getting your breakthrough this week. You're getting it at the exact moment when you're mature enough to handle it wisely. Third, all the pieces of your breakthrough puzzle are finally in position. Your breakthrough isn't just one thing changing. It's multiple things coming together at the same time to create a completely new reality for you. The right people have been moved into the right positions. The right opportunities have been prepared. The right doors have been unlocked. The right connections have been made. The right resources have been allocated. And this week, all of these pieces are going to come together like a perfect puzzle, creating a picture of blessing that's more beautiful than anything you imagined. Fourth, your faith has reached breakthrough capacity. When you first started believing for this breakthrough, your faith was like a small container that could only hold a small miracle. But through all the testing, all the waiting, all the developing, your faith has grown into a much larger container that can now hold the full-sized miracle I want to give you. If I had given you your breakthrough when you first asked for it, it would have been smaller than what I'm giving you now, because your faith could only contain so much at that time. But now your faith has been stretched, expanded, and strengthened to the point where it can receive and contain the magnitude of blessing I've been preparing for you. This week, your enlarged faith is going to receive your oversized breakthrough. Fifth, you've developed the wisdom to steward your breakthrough properly. When I first heard your prayer for breakthrough, you thought you were ready for it. But I knew that if I had given it to you then, you might have mismanaged it, wasted it, or taken it for granted. I want to give you specific signs to look for this week, because when your breakthrough begins to manifest, I want you to recognize it immediately so you can cooperate with what I'm doing instead of missing it or resisting it because it doesn't look like what you expected. Sign number 1. Unexpected conversations will begin to happen. This week, people are going to start talking to you about opportunities, possibilities, and options that haven't been available before. Phone calls you weren't expecting. Emails that surprise you. Text messages that open doors. Conversations that lead to connections. These aren't coincidences. These are my angels working through human vessels to deliver breakthrough information to you. When someone mentions something that sparks hope in your heart, pay attention. When someone suggests something that aligns with what you've been believing for, take it seriously. When someone offers something that could be part of your answer, don't dismiss it because it seems too good to be true. Sign number 2. Things that have been stuck will suddenly start moving. That application that's been sitting on someone's desk for months is going to get attention. That process that's been delayed is going to accelerate. That situation that's been stagnant is going to show signs of life. You've been pushing and pulling and trying to make things happen, and it's felt like you were trying to move a mountain with your bare hands. But this week, what felt immovable is going to start shifting. Not because you're pushing harder, but because I'm moving on your behalf. Sign number 3. You're going to have breakthrough dreams and visions. This week, I'm going to start downloading visions of your future into your spirit while you sleep. You're going to wake up with unusual clarity about what's coming. You're going to have dreams that give you specific directions about steps to take. You're going to receive supernatural insight about how to position yourself for what's coming. Don't dismiss these as just regular dreams. Pay attention to them. Write them down. Pray about them. These are my way of preparing your mind and heart for the reality that's about to manifest in your life. Sign number 4. You're going to feel a supernatural shift in your energy and motivation. For months, you've felt tired, worn down, emotionally drained from the waiting. But this week, you're going to notice a renewal of strength, a restoration of enthusiasm, a revival of hope that doesn't make logical sense based on your circumstances. This is my way of preparing you spiritually for what's about to happen. I'm filling you with supernatural energy because breakthrough season requires different levels of stamina, focus, and engagement than waiting season does. Sign number 5. Small breakthroughs will begin to happen as previews of the big breakthrough. This week, you might get a small amount of unexpected money as a preview of the financial breakthrough that's coming. You might have a small improvement in your health as a preview of the complete healing that's coming. You might see a small positive change in a relationship as a preview of the total restoration that's coming. Don't despise these small breakthroughs or think they're not significant. They're previews of coming attractions. They're my way of building your faith for the main event. They're evidence that breakthrough season has officially begun. Sign number 6. Your enemies will begin to retreat. People who have been opposing you, blocking you, or working against you are going to suddenly back off, step aside, or even disappear from your situation altogether. This isn't because they've had a change of heart. It's because I'm removing obstacles from your path. When you notice opposition decreasing, resistance diminishing, and barriers being removed without you having to fight for it, know that I'm clearing your runway for breakthrough landing. Sign number 7. You're going to have an unusual sense of peace about the future. Even though your breakthrough hasn't fully manifested yet, you're going to feel a supernatural calm about what's coming. The anxiety about your situation is going to lift. The worry about your timing is going to disappear. The fear about whether it's really going to happen is going to evaporate. This peace isn't based on what you can see with your eyes. It's based on what I'm showing your spirit. It's my peace guarding your heart as breakthrough approaches. Now I want to paint you a picture of what your breakthrough is going to look like when it fully manifests, because I want you to be prepared for how good I'm about to be to you, and I want you to recognize the full scope of what I'm doing. Your breakthrough is not going to be just one thing changing. It's going to be multiple areas of your life transforming simultaneously. If you've been believing for financial breakthrough, it's not just going to be more money. It's going to be better opportunities, wiser investments, increased income streams, debt elimination, and supernatural provision that comes from directions you never expected. Your relationship with money is going to change. Your confidence in my ability to provide is going to increase. Your capacity to be a blessing to others is going to expand. If you've been believing for a relationship breakthrough, it's not just going to be finding someone or fixing someone. It's going to be becoming the person who attracts healthy relationships, developing the wisdom to recognize genuine love, gaining the strength to maintain appropriate boundaries, and experiencing the joy of connections that reflect my love for you. If you've been believing for career breakthrough, it's not just going to be a new job. It's going to be discovering your true calling, operating in your authentic gifting, making a difference that matters, earning the income you deserve, and working in an environment where you're valued, respected, and appreciated. If you've been believing for health breakthrough, it's not just going to be symptom relief. It's going to be complete restoration, renewed strength, increased energy, mental clarity, emotional stability, and a body that serves your purpose instead of hindering it. Your breakthrough is going to be comprehensive, not partial, complete, not temporary, sustainable, not fragile. But here's what's going to surprise you most about your breakthrough. It's going to be bigger than what you asked for. You asked for enough. I'm giving you abundance. You asked for better. I'm giving you best. You asked for breakthrough. I'm giving you breakthrough with overflow that blesses not just you, but everyone connected to you. Your breakthrough is going to create a ripple effect that impacts your family, your friends, your community, and even people you haven't met yet. What I'm doing in your life is going to become a testimony that encourages others to believe for their own breakthroughs. Your breakthrough is not just about your blessing. It's about you becoming a blessing. And here's the most important thing I want you to understand. Your breakthrough is going to come with wisdom to maintain it. One of the reasons I made you wait so long is because I was developing in you the character and wisdom necessary to steward breakthrough properly. You're not just getting blessed, you're getting blessed with the ability to stay blessed. You're going to know how to make wise decisions with your new opportunities. You're going to understand how to maintain healthy relationships. You're going to have insight about how to manage resources responsibly. You're going to possess the spiritual maturity to handle increase without losing your heart. Your breakthrough comes with a user manual written in your spirit by the Holy Spirit. As your breakthrough approaches this week, there are specific things I need you to do to prepare yourself and position yourself to receive everything I want to give you. First, clear out anything that would compete with your breakthrough for space in your life. Your breakthrough is going to require room, physical room, emotional room, mental room, spiritual room. If your life is cluttered with things that don't serve your destiny, there won't be space for what I want to bring in. Clean out your physical space. Organize your environment. Get rid of things that represent your old season. Make room for the new things that are coming. When breakthrough arrives, it arrives quickly, and you need to be ready to accommodate it immediately. But more importantly, clear out emotional and mental space. Release grudges that are taking up space in your heart. Forgive people who hurt you during your waiting season. Let go of disappointments that are occupying mental real estate. Surrender fears that are blocking your ability to receive. Your breakthrough needs clean, clear, uncluttered space to land in your life. Second, begin speaking and acting like your breakthrough has already happened. This isn't about fake it till you make it positive thinking. This is about aligning your words and actions with the reality that already exists in the spirit realm. Start talking about your future with certainty instead of uncertainty. Stop saying if and start saying when. Stop planning for continued lack and start planning for incoming abundance. Stop preparing for more delay and start preparing for divine acceleration. Begin making decisions based on where you're going, not where you've been. Start saying no to things that don't align with your breakthrough future. Start saying yes to opportunities that position you for what's coming. As your breakthrough approaches this week, there are specific things I need you to do to prepare yourself and position yourself to receive everything I want to give you. First, clear out anything that would compete with your breakthrough for space in your life. Your breakthrough is going to require room, physical room, emotional room, mental room, spiritual room. If your life is cluttered with things that don't serve your destiny, there won't be space for what I want to bring in. Clean out your physical space. Organize your environment. Get rid of things that represent your old season. Make room for the new things that are coming. When breakthrough arrives, it arrives quickly, and you need to be ready to accommodate it immediately. But more importantly, clear out emotional and mental space. Release grudges that are taking up space in your heart. Forgive people who hurt you during your waiting season. Let go of disappointments that are occupying mental real estate. Surrender fears that are blocking your ability to receive. Your breakthrough needs clean, clear, uncluttered space to land in your life. Second, begin speaking and acting like your breakthrough has already happened. This isn't about fake it till you make it positive thinking. This is about aligning your words and actions with the reality that already exists in the spirit realm. Start talking about your future with certainty instead of uncertainty. Stop saying if and start saying when. Stop planning for continued lack and start planning for incoming abundance. Stop preparing for more delay and start preparing for divine acceleration. Begin making decisions based on where you're going, not where you've been. Start saying no to things that don't align with your breakthrough future. Start saying yes to opportunities that position you for what's coming. Recognize these thoughts as attacks, not insights. Reject these voices as lies, not truth. Remember that the enemy's desperation is evidence of your proximity to victory. The darker it gets just before dawn, the closer dawn actually is. Sixth, prepare to be a blessing to others. Your breakthrough isn't just coming to benefit you. It's coming to make you a conduit of blessing to other people. As you receive increase, I'm going to give you opportunities to increase others. As you experience breakthrough, I'm going to position you to help others break through. Start thinking now about how you want to use your breakthrough to benefit your family, your community, and my kingdom. Start planning now for how you're going to share your testimony to encourage others who are still waiting for their breakthroughs. When you prepare to be a blessing, you prepare to receive bigger blessings. When your breakthrough begins to manifest this week, and it will begin this week, there are specific things you need to do to maximize what I'm giving you and position yourself for sustained success. First, recognize it immediately and receive it gratefully. Sometimes breakthrough comes in packages that don't look like what you expected. Sometimes it arrives through people you didn't anticipate. Sometimes it appears in forms that seem too small or too different from what you prayed for. Don't miss your breakthrough because it doesn't match your expectations. Don't reject your answer because it doesn't look like your imagination. Don't dismiss your miracle because it seems too simple or too natural. When breakthrough begins to happen, receive it with gratitude, regardless of the packaging. Thank me for every open door, even if it's not the specific door you were hoping for. Praise me for every opportunity, even if it's different from the opportunity you were expecting. Your breakthrough might be disguised as something ordinary, but it's extraordinary because it's coming from me. Second, move quickly when I tell you to move. Breakthrough season operates on different timing than waiting season. During waiting season, you had time to think, analyze, consider, and process. During breakthrough season, you need to be ready to act swiftly when I give you direction. When I open a door, walk through it quickly. When I present an opportunity, seize it immediately. When I connect you with the right person, engage with them authentically. When I give you an idea, implement it rapidly. This doesn't mean being careless or impulsive. This means being sensitive to my spirit and responsive to my leading. The breakthrough window might be open for a limited time, and you need to be ready to step through it when it's available. Third, document everything that happens. Your breakthrough is going to be your testimony, and your testimony is going to be someone else's hope. Keep track of the supernatural timing, the divine connections, the miraculous provisions, the open doors, the closed obstacles. Write down the dates when things happen. Record the details of how things unfold. Take pictures of significant moments. Save emails and text messages that represent breakthrough moments. Collect evidence of my goodness in your life. One day, you're going to share this testimony with someone who needs to know that breakthrough is possible. Your documented evidence is going to become their faith fuel. Fourth, stay humble and teachable. Success can make people proud, and pride can destroy what breakthrough builds. As your situation improves, as opportunities increase, as blessings multiply, remember where you came from and who brought you through. Continue seeking my guidance for every decision. Keep asking for my wisdom in every situation. Maintain your dependence on me for every step forward. Remember that your breakthrough came from my grace, not your greatness. The same humility that positioned you for breakthrough will be required to sustain breakthrough. Fifth, be generous with your overflow. As your breakthrough produces increase in your life, look for opportunities to increase others. As you experience financial breakthrough, be generous with those who have financial needs. As you experience relational breakthrough, invest in others who are lonely. As you experience career breakthrough, mentor others who are struggling professionally. Your breakthrough is not just for your benefit. It's to make you a distribution center of blessing. I'm not just changing your life so you can have a better life. I'm changing your life so you can help me change other lives. Sixth, prepare for the next level. Your breakthrough this week is not your final destination. It's your new starting point. What you're about to receive is going to position you for even greater things. The authority you're about to gain is going to prepare you for increased responsibility. The influence you're about to have is going to equip you for broader impact. Start thinking beyond your current breakthrough to your next level of assignment. Begin preparing for the greater things I want to do through you. Get ready for the expanded territory I want to give you. Your breakthrough this week is the foundation for breakthroughs you haven't even imagined yet. My beloved child, as we finish today, I want you to understand something that will change how you wake up tomorrow morning. Your waiting season officially ends this week, and your breakthrough season officially begins. Everything you've been through has been preparing you for everything you're about to walk into. Every test has been developing character you'll need for your new level. Every delay has been creating appreciation for what you're about to receive. Every challenge has been building strength you'll use in your breakthrough season. You haven't been forgotten. You haven't been overlooked. You haven't been abandoned. You've been prepared, positioned, and promoted in the spiritual realm. And now it's time for that spiritual reality to manifest in your physical world. This week, watch for the signs I've given you. Prepare in the ways I've instructed you. Position yourself strategically for what's coming. And most importantly, get ready to receive breakthrough that exceeds your expectations and surpasses your dreams. Your test is over. Your graduation is here. Your breakthrough is coming. And when it arrives, the whole world is going to know that you serve the God who keeps his promises, who answers prayers, and who specializes in breakthrough miracles. Get ready, my child. This is your week. This is your time. This is your breakthrough. I love you, and I'm about to show you just how much. Amen.